So yesterday I told you things were about to get very interesting very fast. Well, I didn't anticipate this fast because already today, yesterday's bear got a whole lot bigger. Now, you see, going after AJ is one thing. Yeah, you can make the case that he's a conspiracy theorist, and he's most definitely is an entertainer and a showman, first and foremost. So, yeah, he's tiptoeing this very fine line. But you see, he's not the only guy doing that. What are you going to say for Colbert and Bill Maher and Jon Stewart, even what's his face? Oliver. I don't even remember all the names of all these guys. John Oliver. Thank you. Whew. So yeah, all these guys. Even Trevor Noah. I mean, this is the same defense that they use when they get called out. Oh, but it's comedy, it's entertainment. It's like, yeah, you're taking current affairs and you're putting a spin on it. For ratings, for views, for entertainment value in a sense. So yeah, if you're gonna be playing around with what AJ is doing, then yeah, you gotta put all these other guys under the same hat and the same umbrella. And quite frankly, I don't see anybody doing that. Crickets, yes. So, but anyways, for all of these guys, that's one thing. They're in a realm of their own. They're very much all of them tiptoeing on top of a very fine line. But Ron Paul, apparently, according to what I heard earlier today, the Ron Paul Institute, or at least some higher ups within there, have been targeted by the Twitter Stasi police, and yeah, I don't know. It's peace and prosperity, peace and prosperity. That is all that Ron Paul stands for. He's a former senator. It's very hard to find anything bad to say about the man. And I'm saying this because I've watched his ideological opponents and the fringe left and everybody just try everything to sabotage this man's character. And it's just, they've gone as far as saying, oh, libertarians are just like the worst of conservatives. They're like the ultimate wolf in a sheep's clothing and yada, yada, yada. That whole stuff, that whole shtick. But it doesn't fly, right, left, and center. A lot of people, in spite of whether they disagree with every bit of what he stands for and all of his ideas, very few people across the entire political spectrum would find genuinely hard, vicious things to say about Ron Paul. So that's given all the size of yesterday's bear. This is, if you just attack someone who, to a lot of people, is like the ultimate bastion of kindness. Not just, someone who's fierce but kind of crazy, but his heart's in the right place, as some people would describe AJ. No, this guy is, to a lot of people, the bastion of peacefulness, of pure kindness, and just genuine will to be modest and moderate and humble. And it's yeah, there's just there are some elements that are very different in this case. So yeah, I think the bear got a whole lot bigger very fast, and well, it's only what, Tuesday, isn't it? This week still has a few days in it, and then there's a week after this one. So a whole lot of time left till midterms. So yeah, let's see what this shit show brings. Also, here's another thing, and I hear this from people who are looking at the legal side of things. Now, there's a fine line between being a platform and being a publisher. You're applying any bit of editing outside of taking out the obvious things like bestiality, child pornography, etc., those kind of things, which obviously doesn't matter if you're a platform. Those things are highly illegal. But if you're applying editorial censorship to any degree, you're no longer a platform, you're a publisher. which would then, from what I hear from people who are really deep into the legal aspect of things, would make these social media platforms, turning them, if they turn themselves into publishers, it would make them liable for everything that everybody says and does and publishes on those platforms. So there, that's a whole beast in and of itself. And there's a question how many bulk lawsuits would come if all of a sudden the government or public sector decides to claim that they're publishers rather than platforms. So that will be a whole lot of reason to get the popcorn out. So, but yeah, no, this is things are happening very fast. Let's put it at that. To put it mildly, things are happening very fast, and I don't know what to make of it yet. I have yet to see what my estimates are, but this is going to be also this is going to be a huge game changer in every aspect. This is a game changer in business, commerce, investment, everything as well, because obviously capital is going to be shifting around, and accessibility is going to just a lot of strategies for a lot of businesses are going to change, and this is going to be a kind of a hurricane in the marketplace, and well, always opportunities and threats, both of them in that. But yeah, no, interesting to say the least. And like I said, I myself, it's happening so fast. I'm busy as hell with everything I'm doing, but I just don't know what to make of it yet. I think I will need to see a little bit more of events unfolding for at least this week, maybe next week. But yeah, and if I see a path or a trajectory emerging, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be vocalizing my take on it all that much. It's gonna depend on what it is. But yeah, this is definitely all of this stuff is something to look for, observe. I think we're gonna learn a lot of big, interesting lessons throughout all this. At any rate, that's it for now. Viking out.